Yo, what's poppin' everybody? This is Sabo54. Today, I'm finally gonna be looking at the Japanese Eevee Hero set. Very popular in Japan, big hit over there. And it's gonna be the same case when it comes in English too. It's gonna be bundled in our Evolving Sky set, I'm quite sure. Maybe they're gonna exclude one or two cards, I have no idea. But it's obviously huge because it's going to introduce the evolutions as Vs with vmax forms. I'm quite sure all of them will be featured and all of them will get a vmax. But let's get to it. We have Leafeon right here and Leafeon vmax, but I'm going to look at Pinsir first. Going to do everything in order. So, Pinsir, it is an Ichigiki single strike Pokemon and it has Vice Coach ability. So damage from your single strike Pokemon's attacks aren't affected by resistance. Okay. So I guess if you're worried about resistance getting in the way of your one-hit KOs or something, you can use this guy in a single strike deck, but probably not going to be worth a spot on your bench. Just not negating resistance, I guess. Ignoring resistance isn't too great. I can't really think of many circumstances where it would be a big deal. But anyway, this is the first card. And now for Leafeon V. So this is how it looks like. It looks okay, but it could have looked a lot better, I think. And it's a 200 HP V Pokemon, 1 retreat, and a typical weakness to fire. Greening Cells is its ability. Once per turn, you may search your deck for a grass energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon. If you use this ability, your turn ends. Wow, so this is quite a strong ability. I mean, if your turn didn't end, it would have been extremely good. But because it forces your turn to end, then it becomes kind of difficult to use. I suppose if you do play first, you can attack anyway. So if you get a bunch of these out and you can just grab grass energies from the deck for free, it's good. But I don't know. I guess if it was two, you could grab two. Maybe it's too good. At the same time, though, if you play first, you can't really use supporters that let you grab a bunch of Pokemon, like Bridget, perhaps. That's an expanded, but you get what I mean. So you're just gonna have to rely on quick balls and stuff to hopefully get a bunch of these. You play first, and then you grab a few grass energies for free. And actually, no, if you use it, your turn ends, so you can't even. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. It's not like you can't attack. Your turn ends. So if you just use one, your turn's gonna end. So even if you have a bunch, you can't really gain the plus. So yeah, I think it should have been like you should have grabbed like two energies or something. It's basically like a much weaker Electivire's FB's level X ability power. You grab three lightning energies and then your turn ends. If you guys know that old card, quite similar. That card didn't do much back then, and I don't know if this is gonna do much. You just grab one. It's a basic. And then Leaf Blade, the attack, it's just 90, and then if heads, it's gonna do 60 more. So that would be 150. Not too impressive either. Coin flip, not a fan of that. That's basically it. I'm trying to think of a way to make this card be effective, but I mean, it's just gonna be one energy. Your turn has to end. You can't really gain the effect multiple times to have multiple Leafeon Vs out. It's a bit too difficult, man. It should have been at least you grab two, maybe. That would have been better, I guess. Okay, and what about the VMAX? What do you do? So this one looks a bit better. I think I prefer the artwork on this than the first one. A 310 HP Grass VMAX Pokemon. I wish it was higher, especially since it's gonna have two retreat too. And then you can do Grass Knot. This attack does 60 damage for each energy in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. So, wow, it's going to be like Tarina, but it's going to be a lot stronger. That's for sure. So that's good though. I mean, we do have that Galar Mine Stadium. We do have a bunch of cards, but it's not going to work with one attachment like Tarina. But it is a strong multiplier. It's going to start at 60 base damage too. So if they just have like two retreat, that's basically 180 for two, and it's just going to get crazier from there. So powerful first attack. Makes sense, kind of like the games too, Grass Knot. And then max sleeve, 170 damage for 3, and then you heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. Average to decent. It's okay, I guess. I mean, there's always the healing tactics you can do with grass Pokemon. There's a lot of different grass VMAXs and grass Pokemon you can try these tactics on. But fire weakness is usually troublesome. The welder stuff is going to get rotated soon, but still, I mean, it could be dangerous, I guess, if you can eliminate the weakness. I think if you're going to use this Pokemon, you're probably going to focus on the grass knot attack, not necessarily max leaf. And it's just annoying that it needs a grass and a colorless. At least if it was two colorless, you could have used it and expanded with DC and triple acceleration. But like this, you kind of have to do two attachments no matter what. Unless we get some sort of a new card in here that I'm unaware of. Anyway, moving on. Not too impressed with Leafeon VMAX, with the Leafeon, I guess, cards. Next we got Sewaddle, Grass Bite, discard a grass energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay. And then Swatloon, Trip Over, Coin Flip, and then Seed Bomb. That's it, nothing special. Looks like it's chilling there, taking a nap. And then Leavanny, what do you do? That's a pretty nice picture here. It's a Leavanny with its little baby. Kind of dig this too. I think this was like a story arc in like the Mystery Dungeon, one of the newer Mystery Dungeons, the first one on the DS, 3DS. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of bug Pokemon, but Leavanny, I don't hate the Leavanny family. So Healing Circle, heal all damage from all your bench Pokemon, then shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it back in your hand. So not in the deck, the hand, but it says shuffle, so I think this translation error, it probably goes into the deck, but who knows. So you get the chance to heal all of your guys and then sacrifice your stage 2 that you got out. I mean, I don't really know if you're going to be able to utilize this well in a deck with a VMAX or just a big tank Pokemon in general that you're trying to heal. There's better methods. I mean, Cheryl is a supporter that's going to do that. And there's just other cards that could probably do this that don't involve using a stage 2 and then using your attack. So kind of a waste, as usual. They make these stage 2s that can't really work, but it is what it is. And just look at these stats, man, too. Look at these stats. 130 HP, are you kidding me? I can't believe they're still doing this. Like, I complain about this in every set review, and they're still doing this. 130 HP was the damn standard in the DP era. And like the early DP era too. Eventually, when we got like the hard gold, soul silver sets, the standard went into 140 HP. So I can't believe they're printing stage 2s with 130 HP. It's crazy. Like even if it had free retreat, it wouldn't be enough in my opinion. Like it would have needed to have like 140 HP with free retreat or something. And even then, I mean, there's Garchomp that had 150 with free retreat, so what the hell? I can't believe they're doing this. But anyway, next up we got the Dewpider. This one does look kind of ugly, and it has Bug Bite, that's it. And then the Araquanid, Bug Bite once again, and then Flying Bubble Ball. Move a basic energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon, 110 for 3, pitiful. This is still stuff that's not going to do anything. Then we got Gossifleur and Eldegoss. These ones I really like from Gen 8. Heal damage from this Pokemon. Okay. And then Eldegoss. Cotton Carrier. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for 2 basic energy cards and put them into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Quite nice. So this is essentially like, I'm pretty sure there was a Repombi that had this effect. Stage 1 Repombi from Sun and Moon. I don't remember the set, but which one was it? Maybe Guardians. No, it wasn't Guardians Rising. But point is, this is an interesting ability. If they're not gonna give us again like Professor's Letter in Standard, then your only way to get like a double basic energy from your hand to your deck is with an effect like this. And once you get this out, of course, you can gain this effect every turn. So it might be worth it in an energy acceleration deck, like, I don't know, Frost Moth or other decks. So this isn't too bad. Its stats are terrible, but that's to be expected. And yeah, this is what you get. Okay. Next up, we got Flareon V. What's up? What's up? And damn, they're making this in a Ichigiki too. God damn. So single strike, Flareon V. Wow, no VMAX though. What the hell? Is it gonna be later on, or are we not getting any? So wait until the image loads. Okay. So I'm not too pleased with this sort of artwork as well. It just seems like very spritey, very sort of I don't know. I just it doesn't do it for me. But what do? You have Burning Breath, search your deck for a fire energy card and attach it to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. It also does damage too, so that's not too bad. I like it. And then Scorching Column, 120 and your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. That's actually quite weak. 120 with the burn. Should have been like maybe 140 with burn or something. And that's still iffy on that. I guess the thing is that this isn't a Chigiki Pokemon, so it's gonna gain the support of stuff like Houndoom, and I guess you can slap like one of those single strike energies and it's gonna boost the attack too. But if it doesn't have a VMAX, just using this probably isn't gonna be too good. Damn it! Like I hope these Eevees are good. Some of them are good. I don't just want them to be like a promotional set, so they just print this for collection purposes. That's it. Because they do this shit a lot nowadays. Anyway, this is Flareon. Slugma and Macargo. Life, Coal, and Flare. This one I like the art on this one. And then Macargo. You got a Rock Throw and Body Splash. For each Tails, discard an energy attached to this Pokemon. Okay, that's not too good. Another card that probably won't see the light of day in competitive play. We got Entei Ichigiki too. Man, I guess they're giving us some legendaries in here too. So this is a single strike Pokemon as well. 120 HP to retreat. Could have been 130 I guess, but it has Fangs of Rage. This attack does 10 more damage for each damage card on all of your bench single strike Pokemon. Okay. So it's a 10 times multiplier. No base damage. If you have a bunch of hurt dudes, you can do a lot of damage. But I mean, the good thing is that it combos with Houndoom. So I guess you can try and build a deck with this and Houndoom as opposed to a single strike Urshifu. You could do it. Heat Tackle, 120 and then 30 damage to itself. A terrible attack. But I guess you're going to use Fangs of Rage if you use this. Anyway, moving on. Then we got Vaporeon V. This one is a Rapid Strike one. To go with the theme, I guess. Blue and red. I don't like this art either. But I know that I've seen this have better artwork as a full art or something. So maybe we're going to get alternate artworks. Okay. So triple draw, draw 3 cards. Good opening attack, I guess, if you must do this. And then Splash Jump. 90 and then switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. I don't like this attack. Too weak. The effect is whatever, but the base damage is terrible. Dude, you can't be serious, man. It's almost like this is like an EX from Black and White or something with this damage. Those bad EXs, that sort of thing. Okay, that's it. 210 HP, just like the Flareon. We got Marill and Azumarill. Cute little Marill right here. Sort of chilling, floating in the water. Aqua Run. This attack does 20 damage to a bench Pokemon. And then Let's Roll. This attack does 20 damage for each of your bench Pokemon that have the Let's Roll attack. So I'm guessing this is going to be like another Mad Party, Night March, Lost March sort of a variant. But it works with stuff on the bench because it says bench Pokemon with a less roll attack. But, I mean, similar thing. It works with 2 colorless. You can attach a twin. It's going to be ready to go. It's a small Pokemon. You know what to expect. What about a Azumarill? So this one has nothing to do with the Let's Roll shit. It's just an Azumarill. So reveal up to 3 Pokemon and supporter cards from your discard pile and then put them into your hand. This is a pretty strong recovery attack, goddammit. Troll decks will probably enjoy this. So you don't get any trainer, but you can get up to 3 supporters. This is still strong. You can grab Pokemon even. That's fucked up. This is quite strong. Stage 1, but still kind of strong. And that's about it, I guess. Next up we got Mantine. Bounce. Wave Splash. Nothing impressive. Hit and switch. We got a Swampert line too. Oh yeah, I remember looking at this on Poke Beach and I actually don't remember exactly what it does, but let's look at the Mudkip. Pretty cute, chilling at the beach. Man, this reminded me in when we used to go on vacations in a place in my country, like in a different town, resort town you could say. Anyway, so does Mud Slap and Playful Kick. Okay. Pretty neat artwork, I'm not gonna lie. And then we got Marsh Tomb, Mutt Slap, and then Return Loop. Return an energy. That's 80. Okay. This one reminds me of some other shit, but let's not get too talkative about these things. Swampert. Alright, yeah, he has an ability that has to do with fighting and water energies. So Swamp Mud, once during your turn you may attach a water or fighting energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon in play. So yes, this is pretty cool. You only get one, but you can grab either a water or a fighting, which is a bit interesting. It gives you a little bit of versatility, the different decks this guy can be used in. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, you may attach a water or fighting from your hand to one of your Pokemon in play. Now, in energy acceleration decks with stage 2s, you usually can attach as many as you like. Otherwise, it's very difficult to get like a bunch of these stage 2s out, so you can attach like 2 or 3. Sometimes it's not even enough, so just getting one out and just getting that extra one, it makes it kind of difficult. So I don't know if this is going to work with Pokemon that discard energies after they attack, maybe. But you're probably going to have to use, maybe it's going to help out some Pokemon and that don't discard, like maybe let's say Rhyperior. That's an easy example I can think of. By now we probably have other Pokemon you can utilize. But I mean, like if you think about it, when it comes to water, you've got Frostmoth. It has limitations, but it's a stage 1. This guy's a stage 2. 170 HP, it's better. Earthquake. It's going to do 20 damage to each of your bench Pokemon. That's not too good. 180 isn't that phenomenal either way. But this is the Swampert we get. I guess it could have been worse because they usually... I mean, I guess the recent Swampert cards have been okay. But in the past, we got a lot of bad ones too. A lot of average ones. So, it's okay. I'll see if I can manage to use it somehow. Then we got Rengeki, Feebas, and Melodic. Just what I want to see. So, Flail Around. Nothing special. 30 HP. And then Melodic. What do you got? Do Protection. Prevent all effects done to your or your hand. What? Wait a minute. Prevent all effects done to your, I guess, Pokemon or your hand. I think there's some translation error here. But buy supporter cards your opponent plays from their hand. So I don't know if this is gonna be like the Articuno from Team Up, or it's just gonna protect you from hand destruction, hand discarding. Maybe. This ability is kind of weird, but I'm guessing they didn't translate it properly. It's either going to protect your Pokemon from supporter effects or your hand, I guess, which is going to be a first, maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's going to work like the older Dark Explorers Espeon. Anyway, the attack doesn't matter. It's a 120 Rengeki Stage 1. And then we got Glaceon V with a VMAX. Nice, nice. Once again, I don't really dig this sort of artwork. It looks pretty... I just don't... It looks pretty bland to me. Pretty basic. I don't know how to explain it, but I know that we get other ones, other alternate artworks, at least for Vaporeon. I've seen it on Poke Beach. So, Ice Ascension. Search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it onto this Pokemon. Wow. So this is nice. I guess you can use this to instantly evolve into Glaceon VMAX. And then white out. Wow, okay, it's 3. It's not 120 for 1. Would have been nice if that was the case. But it's 120 for 3 and then discard any Stadium card in play. Not too impressed once again. And what about the VMAX? Looks like it's also going to share the stats with Leafeon. Crystal Veil. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponents. VMAXs. I think that's it. Excluding Glaceon VMAX. What? Yeah, these translations are really weird. But I'm guessing it gets some sort of protection from VMAXs, which is gonna be good for this era. I mean, in the future, it's not gonna be very power creep proof, but as long as VMAXs are seen in play, it's a good effect to have. And then Max Icicle. 150 for 3. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. This is pretty weak, man. So 180 total. Man, these evolutions are kind of underwhelming. I guess they are going to be just collectibles. For the sake of collectibles. Very disappointing. Like, you know what's funny? The GX ones weren't actually too bad, but I couldn't acquire them. Like, you had to buy the tints and stuff to get them. And I never managed to get them, so I couldn't use them, show you guys them in TCG Online. These ones are going to be in a set, and I mean, I will be able to acquire them easier, I guess, on TCG Online. Because you can buy packs, you can redeem packs over there. I mean, I am probably going to get Evolving Skies in real life too, but we'll see. I don't know. But the thing is that they're making they made them. These ones are pretty weak. I have to say they're pretty weak. Not necessarily good enough for the VMAX standards. Like, think about this. This one does 150 and then 30, so that's 180 total. And Teleon VMAX does 210. Does 210. And even if it requires 2 water energies, the difference is just 2 grand. Better freaking stats. Better attack. No. The artwork is better than the first one, but not good enough competitive wise. Pikachu and Raichu, what's up? Attach light energy from this Pokemon. And then Raichu. Big Sparks. This attack does 50 damage to each Pokemon V and GX in play, both yours and your opponent. So not necessarily good for power creep, but it's going to be a very strong spread attack on the GXs and Vs, that's for sure. I mean, you're probably better off using Sandaconda for spread. I wish I could show you guys that deck too, but I only have one VMAX. But this is what this guy does. And Thunderbolt, I guess you can do 180, but discard all energies. Okay. So we got Voltorb, but before that, I'm going to take a quick drink. These reviews take a toll on my throat. So it's a Chigiki. Unique artwork for once on Voltorb, I have to say that. And it doesn't really do anything. What about Electrode? No ability, that's surprising. I thought for sure it was gonna have that. So Explosion, this Pokemon also does 90 damage to itself. Come on, dude. It's Explosion, but it's just gonna be 120 for one. That's pathetic. That is pathetic, man. Like, Donphan is a stage 1 that can do 120 for one. And you don't even gotta kill yourself. You just do 10 on your bench. I don't know what they're thinking. I swear to God, this set is pretty weak for the most part. I really don't know what they're thinking. They're trying to put the standard down? I don't know. And then the first attack is just 40 for one. That's it. What in the hell, man? Like, this card is basically a joke. Both attacks cost 1 energy. One does 40, one does 120. Like, of course, you're obviously always gonna do one for. If you were gonna be stupid enough to use this Pokemon, then clearly you're always gonna do 120. Because if you do 40, this guy's gonna die if he gets attacked anyway with 90 HP. So, what the hell are they thinking? Are they really taking the piss? Do they really not realize what the situation is with the format? I just swear to God, they're just making these cards weak on purpose. Jolteon V, I guess I shouldn't expect too much from you either. It looks like it has 190 HP, the weakest one, but it has Free Retreat, so that's good. Jolt Arrow does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. I wish it was much better, considering Jolteon GX was much better. Like Landora CX, Buzzwole GX, all those guys were basics that were better. And then Pin Missile, flip 4 coins, 60 for each hits, whatever. Free Retreat is nice, but it's another sort of weak evolution. We got Rotom next. Surprise, Short Circuit, discard all Pokemon tool cards attached to your opponent's Pokemon. That's it. That is it. And Dynamo and the Electric family. Thunder Wave. Wow, is this some sort of... Yeah, this has got to be like realistic seawater they put in the art here. Must be like a direct photograph or something. Okay, cool stuff, cool stuff. I kind of like cards like these too. That they print them like this. Electric. Still waiting for that Dynamotor to come back. Lightning Ball and then Thunder. Whatever. And the big Electros. I'm guessing you're gonna suck. So Upper Shock, if this Pokemon evolved from Electric this turn. Paralysis. 40 for 1 with Paralysis. Weak. And then Wild Bolt 116, you do 30 damage to yourself. Pitiful. These cards not going to do anything. Like, they're not going to do anything. Then we have Espeon, my favorite of the bunch. And just look at this artwork, man. They made it suck even more than the other ones. I'm sorry. Espeon is my favorite of the evolutions. I mean, it's very tough to decide because I like all of them except from Sylveon. Just doesn't do it for me. And yeah, you can say because it's new, but the way they made its eyes, it doesn't really belong in the family exactly. But anyway, I digress. If I had to pick a favorite though, like if you just force me, it would always be Espeon. And this one doesn't look that good. Now, attack-wise, it's also pretty underwhelming. I can just straight up see this is an extrasensory attack. 120 for 3, no effect. This is even worse than some of the other ones. What the hell? And then Mind Shot does 60 damage to one of your opponent's Vs. That's about it. It's decent, I guess, for a first attack, but once again, it's very dependent on Vs. And that's it. Otherwise, it's useless. And this is gonna fall to power creep very quickly. So I don't like it. It just very well, it probably very well is like my least favorite of special Espeon cards. Like I can't even think. The EXs from X and Y were cooler artwork wise too. GXs were better as well. Of course, the ones from Gen 3 and Gen 4 are definitely better. This one is the V, and it's pretty disappointing. Art-wise, attack-wise, extremely bland, basic. I have no idea what they're thinking. Like, I better see some sick alternate artworks or some shit. I better. Molly, Chop Chop Mold, Chomp Chomp Rock from Yoshi's Island. Returning your opponent's next turn. If any Pokemon's retreat cost becomes one more, attack costs one more. Okay. Do 30 for one, and then you make your opponent's life more difficult. Could be something. But 90 HP means it's gonna die super quick. Then we got Florges family. That's nice. Wow, it looks weird as all hell as a psychic one. I'm not gonna lie. I guess I did get used to the Xerneas too, so maybe I'll get used to these guys too, and the Clefairy, but I don't know, man. Why did they want to get rid of fairy Pokemon? They introduced them and then they got rid of them. God damn it. So, pretty nice background. Cute Pokemon, of course. I like Flabébé. Nice. Then we got Floette. It's Rengeki too, actually. Forgot to mention that, so that's cool. Fairy Wind and then Double Spin. And the Florges. Rapid Connection. As many times as you like during your turn, you may move an energy from one of your Pokemon to another one of your Rapid Strike Pokemon. Okay, now we're getting something. So this is energy, move around energy ability. We've seen numerous times. It's always a good effect to have. You can always do stuff. Now, the crazy thing is that it doesn't say basic energies. It doesn't say rapid strike energy or whatever, just any energy, unless there's some sort of translation error. So this is pretty sick. I mean, it's a stage 2. It's not going to be a stage 1, which makes it harder. But this is still pretty busted. Its stats are horrendous, but of course they're going to do that to piss me off. Attack isn't great either, but you probably will try and find a way to make use of this, like with Cheryl, bunch of vmaxes. Maybe Metagross will have its chance to shine finally, but actually no. I mean, you could do that shit with Bronzong better. So scratch that. But there's probably might be there's some Rengeki Pokemon you can utilize with this. All right. And next up we got the Sylveon, and it gets a VMAX, of course. I bet you it's gonna be stronger than the other ones. I bet you. It's Rengeki too. Yeah, I didn't need this to be Rengeki, but I guess it is. So Dream Gift. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for one item card, put it into your hand, and your turn ends. Alright, kind of like Leafeon. This one is stronger though, or maybe, I guess it's around the same, because energy attachments are still powerful if it's instant. This you get an item card. 60 for 2. Okay. Looks weird as hell as a Psychic 2 Sylveon. I'm used to seeing it as a fairy, of course. That's it. And then the VMAX also has the same stats as the other guys. Cherish Touch. Attach an energy from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon, then heal 120 damage from that Pokemon. So it's like, what was the name of the dude? Ah, oh, man, that VMAX Stonejourner, yeah. One of the first VMAXs we got in like the first set, I'm pretty sure. The Max Harmony. 30 damage for each type of Pokemon on your bench. So I suppose this is to combine with the other evolutions. But the damage multiplier is pretty ass. Yeah, I mean, you can slap a triple acceleration and it's gonna work. If you have 3 different ones, then it's just gonna be 160 for 3. It's not good. It's not good enough. I guess you can use this and expand it with the Steam Siege Pokemon that are dual type. You can do shit like that, but I'm not that impressed. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe that deck will see a comeback because it's easier to use than the old Xerneas at this point. Might actually be something, but yeah, I told you guys it was probably gonna have the biggest potential out of the other ones. Okay. Sandygast and Palo Sand. Nothing. And you, what do you do? Sand Hollow, Terrible, and then Sandstorm Pressure. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, instant knockout. So strong effect, but 4 energies. I mean, at least I guess you're gonna put the 4 energies and get an instant KO. So if you really just want to use this with something like Malamar and Expanded, you can. But nowadays, VMAX is a popular tool. It's not like the Tag Team GX days only. So probably not gonna be as good. Alright. Marshadow Rengeki. So Rapid Hunt. Search your deck for 2 Rapid Strike cards, put them into your hand, okay. I mean, the Sobble is still better. Gets Pokemon directly on your bench. Don't have to worry about Marnie. And then Shadow Flicker. During your next turn, if the defending Pokemon is knocked out, take 1 more prize card. So during your next turn. That's kind of weird. So I guess if you use this attack, and then next turn you use a different Pokemon to make a big attack, I guess, and you get a KO. Do you get an extra prize? I guess this could be some sort of combo Pokemon. Wow, I mean, I guess you can... Yeah. Might not be the easiest thing to pull off, but you could do it with Urshifu VMAX, for sure. Makes it even more hell for small Pokemon. Doesn't that suck? Indeedee. Call for family. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon. Put them onto your bench. Okay. And then Heart Sign. Whatever. I like the artwork though. I mean, this is like a complete package. Like a full design of a room inside a house here. That's cool. And I think those things, they're books. Yeah, they're not sandwiches. I thought they were sandwiches for a second, but they're books from the looks of things. Looks like it's carrying some shit around. Okay. Pancham, and there's Umbreon V, of course. I'm curious about that one. So Bat Growth, search your deck for 2 Darkness Energies attached to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck, and then he's gonna die with 60 HP, so what the hell, but anyway. I like the artwork on this one as well. Nice little background. Pretty unique art in a good way. Nice. And then Umbreon. This one is a Chigiki as well. What do you know? So, are you going to be better than the other ones? So you can do Mean Look, defend your Pokemon, can retreat during your opponent's next turn. Okay, whatever, 30 for 1 at the very least. Moonlight Blade, this Pokemon has damage counters on it, 160 for 3. This one is okay as well. And then the VMAX, once again, shares the same stats. This artwork, I'm not too keen on. Dark Signal. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may attach one of your opponent's Pokemon with their active Pokemon. When you play this Pokemon from your hand... Oh, shit. So it's Bright Look. I'm pretty sure that's right? Yeah. Okay, so what do you know? The best one of the bunch. Now, its attack is pretty underwhelming, max arc. But I mean, I guess, Lycanroc GX, its attack was okay. It wasn't the greatest, but it was DC compatible, so it was okay. Had a great GX attack too, for sure. This one, I mean, I guess you can get 2-hit KOs with this. In Expand, you can use DC. It's not going to be that difficult to power up. But Dark Signal is definitely very good. It just makes this the best one out of all of the evolutions, because this is always a great ability to have. It's always useful. I mean, people will probably take this in decks that use Darkness Energies, Darkness Pokemon. It's a Chigiki too, so actually, yeah. You can easily use this with Houndoom, with a bunch of other Pokemon. So this might just be what Single Strike Urshifu VMAX needs for a bit of extra help. I mean, at that point, you're talking about running 3 different stage 1s, but it's definitely great. Not a fan of the art, but the effect is definitely amazing. Dark Signal. Indeed. So I guess they gave us 1, maybe 2 good evolutions with Sylveon. I mean, this is some fucking bullshit. I mean, if I remember right, both Umbreon and Sylveon, they were in the top 10 of the most popular Pokemon, which that poll had a lot of flaws, but whatever. I mean, I know that both Umbreon and Sylveon are popular either way. So, they made the most popular ones good, and the other ones kind of ass. So, good job, Pokemon. Keep the favoritism going. Zorua, and Zoroark. So, shape-shifting illusion. Once during turn, you may choose a stage 1 from your discard pile. Discard this Pokemon and then put the Pokemon you chose in its place. So, this is like a Ditto, I guess, that you recycle a stage 1. I don't think it's going to work with a VMAX, but maybe I'm wrong with the rule-in. This is what it's going to do. So this is a good ability for sure. It's going to enable a lot of combos. Pretty good freedom, I guess. I mean, we don't really have like Stretcher in Standard, a card of that sort of effect. You kind of have to recover Pokemon back in the deck and then replay them down. So maybe this is good. Should give you additional copies of your dudes. Yeah. You're not really going to get any effects that you would gain if you would have to evolve them from the hand. But, I mean, yeah, right? Yeah, it's not going to work. But if you just want to use a stage 1 and you really want to use it, it's your deck is all about that stage 1. This is going to be your guy. Get multiple copies, more copies. Then Pangoro, Knock or Knack Hammer, whatever. Discard the top part of your opponent's deck. Bad. 90 for 3, bad. Shake down to 150, and then discard a card from your opponent's hand without looking. Still pretty underwhelming. Whatever. I'm not even going to waste too much time. Like, all of these cards, they're pretty underwhelming. Ichigiki Imp Dim looks like it's scaring the shit out of a substitute there. Like, it's the fucking, what's it called? Fuck, the little substitute, I don't want to say token, but Kangaskhan shit. Whatever, anyway. So, play rough. That's it. Evolves into Morgrim. Bite and then Destruction Blow. Discard energy if heads. And then the big Grimmsnarl is a cheeky key, don't disappoint me. Bite 60 for 1 and then rear guard tackle. If you have 2 or less bench Pokemon, this attack does 140 more damage. 2 or less bench Pokemon. It's gonna do 240, that's impressive. But you need to keep a low bench Pokemon in play. And that's not gonna be good in these stage 2s. You need a bunch of stuff if you're gonna remain consistent. If you're not going to use ability draw Pokemon and you're just going to try and get the stage 2s out, what are they thinking, man? Like, what the hell are they thinking? How are we going to pull this off without having a mega inconsistent deck? Moving on. Meowth and Persian. Payday, draw a card. And then Persian, Payday. I think it has the same effect to draw a card, but they didn't put it in the text here. Sarah B. And then Kangaskhan, Pound, and then Family Combo. Flip a coin if hits his deck does 100 more damage, whatever. Rengeki though. And then there's the Eevee. V search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon V. reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So it doesn't say it has to be Eevee, like they evolves from... No, they're basic Pokemon. What am I talking about? So this could be any Pokemon V. Would have been better if you could play them on the bench, but maybe that's too much. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird because in this case, the basic Pokemon, they don't evolve from Eevee, so yeah, it's not like how it was in different eras. So it's just, everything is so weird with these evolutions here. I like the artwork. Looks like it's high up on the rooftop of a house. You can see Rayquaza flying in the sky, shit. So yeah, yeah. These cards are definitely going to be involved in skies with Rayquaza. Man, I wonder if there's going to be Rayquaza in here too. But no, it's trainers next. So Smeargle, live painting, revealing a number of basic energies from your hand. This does 30 damage for each basic energy type you revealed. Whatever. I mean, I guess if you want to build a deck around this guy, he's gonna die next with 80 HP. You're gonna need like 6. Okay, no wait. 6 different basic energy types. Then it's gonna be 180 with 30. That's 210. So that's maybe achievable. I mean, we don't have very basic energies, but I mean, I think we should have enough basic energies either way. Like, how many types do we have? Like 8 or something? Maybe. They gotta be basic, though. So, you could do this. I know people like these sort of decks. I mean, the Malamar that just came out from Chill and Rain, I see people use it, the Rapid Strike one. So, people like this sort of decks. They're usually average at best, although I did get my ass kicked by a Malamar deck. So, yeah. So maybe people are going to make this miracle work as well. You never know. I mean, we get the damn stage 1 that's going to let you grab energies too, like the Gossifleur, the Elder Goss. Okay, trainer time. We got the Vigor Shake. When you use this card, your turn ends. Search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. You can use this card during your first turn or in a Pokemon that was put into play this turn. Dude. They fucking brought back Wally, which should have never been banned in my opinion. Because you can't gain this effect turn 1 and get the Trevenant out. But then they print this, and this you can use it for Trevenant. So, it's like they never learned their lesson. I mean, to me, even before the new rules, Wally should have never been banned. But it's just, if they printed this and then they just ban it or ban Trevenant, I'm gonna be pissed. But this is it's a average to strong effect. Your turn has to end, so it's gonna be effective turn 1, and then that's it. But you could very well just use this, get the Trevenant out or something, and gain any Pokemon with a strong effect. This is kind of like a Duskstone for any stage 1. So I think they're just opening Pandora's box with an effect like this. There's going to be a lot of broken combinations for all we know. Now, it can't be a stage 2, it has to be a stage 1. It's no rare candy. But, I don't know what they're thinking as usual. I don't know. We got the Dream Ball. You can only play this card when you draw it as a face-down prize card. Search your deck for a Pokemon, then put it onto your bench. Instant whatever Pokemon. Alright. So this is gonna be... You gotta draw it, but I guess if you put it there with stuff like the new supporter dude that lets you manipulate prizes, and the older guy from Sun and Moon, whatever his name was. Whatever. Not a fan of these cards. And then the Elemental Badge. I don't remember which gym leader had this, or if it does come from a gym leader. If the Pokemon this card attached to has Vaporeon V, Jolteon V, or Flareon V, its attack cost is 1 colorless less. Okay, so this explains shit. So I guess they gave them those weak ass attacks because this, it's kind of like an energy gain. So this makes a little bit more sense. Maybe I will have to look at those dudes again now. So that's why they didn't get vmaxes. But dude, you can't be fucking serious. So Espeon got ass. Umbreon got a vmax. Fuck you, Pokemon, with this favoritism. And the OG evolutions, Espeon, not Espeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon, they get the fucking Pokemon tool. So, fuck you, Pokemon. Fuck you for this fucking unfairness on my Espeon. It's bad enough they give it shit artwork, shit attacks. They gave the other dude something and not Espeon. I mean, god damn it. I mean, I think this is what this Moon and Sun badge is gonna help them out. But I mean, Umbreon gets a VMAX too, so it's still unfair. So the Moon and Sun badge, whenever your opponent plays a supporter card from their hand, preventable effects from that card done to the Pokemon the card is attached to if it has Espeon V or Umbreon V. Yeah, that's still not good. That's not good enough. So short end of the stick, like I said. I mean, it's not a bad effect, but I'd rather have better energy acceleration. But I mean, Espeon's attacks were ass anyway. I'm not pleased at all. And then the Frozen Leaf badge, this is going to be for Leafeon and Glaceon. If the Pokemon is Leafeon V or Glaceon V in its name, it has no weakness or retreat cost. This is much better, in fact, because it solves Leafeon V's problem. And the no retreat cost is amazing, too. So yeah, thank you for giving Espeon the shortest end of the stick, for fuck's sake. And then the ribbon badge, this is going to be for Sylveon. If the Pokemon is Sylveon, when it's knocked out, your opponent takes one fewer prize card. So this is much better once again. For fuck's sake. Okay, and we got a Roma Lady for the supporter. Draw 2 cards, then remove all special conditions from your active Pokemon. I still can't believe they pulled this shit in my fucking face with Espeon and then the other evolutions. Comment down below if you think this is fair. Because the way I see it, this is not fair at all. Like, they all get like a specific tool that's going to work for them. But Umbreon got a VMAX too. Okay. The original trio probably got the best sort of tool with the elemental badge. Because it's a freaking energy gain, basically. I would have to look at the attacks once again. But it is what it is. I'm quite sure, yeah, Espeon doesn't belong in any group, nor Umbreon either, but Umbreon got a VMAX too, and even the regular form is freaking better in every way. So this gotta be some bullshit. They better fucking print some sort of Espeon VMAX in like collection box or something, and I want it to be broken. Otherwise, I'm gonna be pissed. But I mean, it's to be expected. They always do this shit to me. Then we got this Gordy dude, whoever the fuck you are. Look at the top 7 cards from your deck, reveal any number of energy you find there, and then put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. This is reminiscent of Hollow Lass, and I guess the more recent, even if it's 11 freaking years still, Interviewer's Questions from the Unleashed set. They're not... It wasn't good. It's not very effective to get energies. You might as well just use a supporter that's going to get you guaranteed. Like even Silan, you get a guaranteed 3. There's even the newer shit, like the newer chick, Lady, from the Sun and Moon era. You get 4 basic energies from your deck to your hand. So why would I want to reveal 7 and then just get however many? I mean, I guess you can get special energies, it says. It doesn't say basic energy, so I guess that's the trick, I suppose. So maybe, but I still wouldn't use my supporter for this effect. Yeah. Fashion Mall. Once turning each player's turn, this player may return a Pokemon until attach the Pokemon back in their hand. Whatever. And the Treasure Energy. While attached to a Pokemon, this card provides one colorless energy. Where if when you take this card as a face-down prize card before putting it into your hand, you can attach it. Okay, that's not bad. And this is basically the set. The rest are the alternate art, full arts, and I guess secret rare versions or whatever. They're not going to show us. But I do remember seeing some of this different shit on Poke Beach, so that's why. It's not going to show. And then full arts. That's it. You get secret rare darkness energy, Turffield Gym, Inteleon, and then Vigor Shake. Okay, so my overall thoughts. So this is a very weak little mini Japanese set. I'm not gonna lie. The cards that stand out are Umbreon, maybe Sylveon. Florges is good, and then I kind of like the Eldegoss too, that lets you grab basic energies. But Zoroark is okay too. But I mean, every set is going to have a few solid cards, but it doesn't really have any broken ass cards that stand out. And as a whole, the V's in here, which are the evolutions, are kind of weak. The tools here are going to help them out a little bit, but I mean, let's just take Flareon for example. Even if I guess you can put the tool and you do this attack for 2 energy, it kind of makes it shittier because then he doesn't even need Houndoom this way. So it's disappointing. They're basically collectibles, that's it. Underwhelming attacks. Fucking favoritism. Hate on Espeon for no reason too. Like, Espeon is such a cool Pokemon. I don't know what they're thinking. Fuck you, Pokemon. Yeah. Supporters aren't that great. Maybe this Gordy, some people are gonna like it. Aroma Lady, it's whatever. Weak ass set. Pretty much a collectible. And they're gonna put all this shit in Evolving Skies too. I guess it's gonna be a weak ass set. Collectability wise, yeah, I'm pretty sure people love the EVs. They're gonna be hot. But playability wise, many of these cards are weak. Swampert, I guess, is kind of good, kind of cool. Good is a strong word, but you can try and use them. So these are my thoughts. A bit disappointing. People say Battle Styles was disappointing. I disagree. I highly disagree. This is definitely a weak set in my eyes. I mean, just looking at cards like this Electrode, it's just crazy. Like, it's some sort of, what kind of dimension are we living in where you thought designing this card like this is good? It's just piss take on a whole different level. Seriously. I don't know what the hell. But anyway, this is going to be the set review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm going to do the whatever the next Japanese set is next. I think I have another one that all of the cards are available now. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys subscribe to the channel. Leave a like. Share this video with your friends. Thumbs up for evolutions, I guess. Even though this batch, I mean, I guess some of the full arts and the alternate artworks, they might look good if I see them in person. But the regular ones, I was not impressed looking at them. So, thank you guys for watching. Saber94 was